Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching SAMAA News. Here are today's headlines. US President Donald Trump has warned countries against backing away from recently negotiated trade deals with the US after the Supreme Court struck down his emergency tariffs, saying that if they did, he would hit them with much higher duties under different trade laws. Trump, in a series of social media posts, said he also may impose license fees on trading partners as uncertainty over his next tariff moves gripped the global economy and sent stocks lower. US President Donald Trump has renewed his criticism of the Supreme Court after it ruled against his sweeping tariff program last week. In a social media post, Trump said other tariff authorities remain available and could be used in a more powerful way, though he gave no details. The court ruled he exceeded his authority under an economic emergency law when imposing higher tariff rates. Trump has since said he plans to raise a temporary tariff on imports from all countries from 10% to 15%, the maximum allowed under that law. Trump also warned countries against what he called playing games after a Supreme Court ruling. In a Truth Social post, he said any country trying to take advantage of the decision would face much higher tariffs than previously agreed. On the other hand, the European Parliament has postponed a key vote on the European Union's trade deal with the United States after President Trump imposed a blanket 15% import duty. Lawmakers had been set to vote on proposals to remove many EU import duties on US goods, part of an agreement reached in Turnberry in July. The vote marks the second suspension of the deal after earlier protests over Trump's Greenland demands and tariff threats. The foreign ministers of Brazil, France, Spain, Turkey, and various other states have condemned Israeli decisions that they said introduce sweeping extensions to unlawful Israeli control over the West Bank. A joint statement issued by the Turkish Foreign Ministry said changes are wide-ranging, reclassifying Palestinian land as so-called Israeli state land, accelerating illegal settlement activity, and further entrenching Israeli administration. Other countries to sign the statement included Saudi Arabia, Egypt, and Qatar, as well as the heads of the Arab League and Organization of Islamic Cooperation. All 7 people on board a Beechcraft air ambulance that crashed in the Indian state of Jharkhand have been killed, including 2 crew members, the patient, and his relatives. The Directorate General of Civil Aviation said the Beechcraft C-90 plane, operated by Redbird Airways, took off from state capital Ranchi but requested a change to its flight path due to weather. It added that the aircraft subsequently lost communication and radar contact. Meanwhile, Hungary maintained its veto on new EU sanctions against Russia and a major loan package for Ukraine, dealing a blow to European unity ahead of the war's 4th anniversary. In Brussels, foreign ministers failed to persuade Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orbán to back the measures. EU Foreign Policy Chief Kaja Kallas called the failure to agree on the 20th sanctions package a setback. The dispute centres on halted oil flows through the Druzhba pipeline, with Hungary and Slovakia blaming Ukraine for the disruption. Iran has dismissed speculation about a possible interim agreement with the United States, saying such claims have no basis. Foreign Ministry spokesperson Esmail Bagai said details circulating about the format and substance of negotiations are not confirmed by Tehran. He stressed that talks cannot succeed if one side is forced to accept unilateral demands, particularly on nuclear issues and sanctions relief. Bagai also said he was unaware of reports that senior security official Ali Larijani would travel to Oman, which is mediating the latest round of discussions. That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samaa.tv. Thank you for watching SAMAA News.